Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of my trophy log series. This is the series where we keep track of our most prized possessions. In the last episode we managed to catch a Bream trophy on Volkov River. In this episode we are heading to a new water body, but before we do that, this is the fun spot segment of the video where I try your fishing spots. Today's fun spot is on Volkov River. From this spot you can expect to catch chub, common roach, white bream, white-eye bream, nace, trophy ruff and blue bream. After fishing here for nearly an hour I made 141 silver, plus I got the trophy ruff, which is very nice for a multi-species spot. This time the wheel will land on, let's see, Ladoga Lake. Awesome, let's go there. It's time to go to Ladoga Lake for the first time. Let's have a look. I've actually never been to this water body before, so this is going to be interesting for me. I think first things first, we need to go grab a map to really see where we are and where we can go. So let's find the administration building. Here we go, there's a map for 14 silver, not too expensive, and now we have unlocked the map forever, which is very good. This water body actually seems fairly interesting. I see there's a breach to an island, so that could be a very fun spot where to fish at, and one day we'll go there. And there's also some very deep spots.
Hey, it's my time to talk.
Who are you? Get out of the chair. Okay.
It doesn't matter who I am, but I have something very important to say. How would you like to win your own West Hill Royal feeder rod worth over 5,000 silver, or in gold coins 60 euros? Join me to Patreon. Winner will be announced at the next trophy log episode.
Anyways, let's continue. The first float fishing spot we will try is at 6660. I will use depth 240 centimeters or 2.4 meters, hook size 8, and for the bait we have to try mayfly or stonefly larva. So the game plan right now is to use mayfly larva on one of the rods and stonefly larva on the second rod. I also have a bottom fishing rod in right here at the same spot with a mayfly larva just to test it out. I've never been on this lake and I really want to see what I can catch on a bottom rig. Hey, I think you should like the video right now. So I think this is my second time ever on this account doing Bolognese fishing, or maybe the third time, but this is like a fully episode worth of float fishing with the Bolognese rod. I really enjoy float fishing, so let's see how it is to do it with the Bolognese rods, because I've never done it in the game. Don't know the mechanics 100%, but I think it's a bit easier maybe to do it with just a regular whip. The fish is just teasing me. It's just biting and biting, but not biting down hard enough. Okay, we actually hooked it. Oh, whoa. Wait, I think I forgot to switch my line. I have like a super light line on. That seems like a decent fish actually. Let's see. This, I have no clue what it is. It's not the vendace. It's a ripus. 421 grams. And we also got some float fishing percentage. Awesome. Yeah, too light of a line on there. I'm gonna switch it out. Check the chat. Yeah. Somebody got a trophy vendace and Ladoga whitefish trophy at the same time pretty much. So maybe this is a very good trophy spot. Hopefully it is. And another fish on already. Either this is a big fish or I have the wrong line on this one as well. We have to see. So this is, what is it? I have absolutely no clue once again. Ladoga whitefish 1 kilo. That seems like a big specimen. I've heard that Ladoga whitefish trophy size is 3 kilos and the blue tag is 7 kilos on dot. Just imagine getting that fish at 7 kilos on your float rig. That seems absolutely nutty. Also, these fish supposedly are worth a lot of money, so if you get like a kilo Ladoga whitefish, it's over 10 silver or so we can check that at the end of the trip, and hopefully that's the truth. Then we are going to make a lot of money. Let's see, what's hook the bait now? I think this is also a proper multi-species spot, because from here you can catch vendace, you can catch Ladoga whitefish, ripus, and I think there was one more fish, but if we catch it, you'll see what it is. I don't remember what it's called, but it was some sort of another whitefish, I think. One thing that I can tell you for sure is that bottom fishing over here is not worth it, because I've had 0 bites on the bottom fishing rig so far. Also, the bite rate over here is super amazing. I'm very happy about this. So we can actually do an active session, which I've craved for a long time, because we've been fishing for species that are not like super active, so you have like semi-AFK gameplay. I really enjoy this. But also, you can't have too much of this, because then you get very tired of the game. But again, another whitefish. I'm telling you, this spot is popping off. I think sometime I should buy myself the third Bolognese rod and fish here with 3 rods and scrap the bottom fishing rig. Well, this is odd. I'm fishing over here and this seagull just landed on the water, but as you can see, it is not swimming. It's walking on the water. I kid you not. Can you see that? It's walking. It's not swimming. Hey, Davis, you need to fix that seagull. But that is funny. That is cool. But also, look at this. The bridge, the boat, the scenery over here is so nice. This place is absolutely amazing. And we've already hooked into another fish. And our first bite on the bottom rig. And this is a vuoksa whitefish. That's the fish species I was talking about before, which I forgot the name of. So let's see what's on the bottom rig in a second as well. But we have something on the float. You always have to prioritize your float rigs over bottom rigs, because on the bottom rigs they self-hook themselves, but on the floats they do not. So if you want to hook them on the float, you need to take the rod in your hands and hook the fish. yourself. But we have another vuoksa whitefish, but that was a tiny one. Let's keep fishing with the bottom rig for some time at least. I think we might switch it out after this session or maybe the next session, and then fish with 2 whips. Not 2 whips, but 2 Bolognese rods and 1 whip. So yeah, let's see. There's definitely a trend right now with the stonefly larva, because with the stonefly larva I've gotten the bigger ladoga whitefish, with the mayfly the smaller ones, but on the mayfly I've had more bites and more different species, which is a lot of fun. And I don't think I can get the ladoga whitefish trophy super easily with the mayfly or the stonefly larva, because usually you would use a sandwich bait, but that means I think you need 80% in float fishing to use that ability, and I don't have that unlocked. So I'm putting all my bets onto mayfly and catching a vendace trophy or maybe a ripus trophy. So I think we can hit one of those trophies at least, but this is actually a big fish on the hook again. What is this? That is a huge ripus, 883 grams. That is a big specimen. How is that possible? I caught a lake trout on a mayfly. That is just odd. Yeah, that is very odd. And what do we have on now? A roach. Well, that's the first roach from this spot. I've also heard and seen that people get trophy roach from this spot, so maybe we can get a trophy roach. That would be pretty cool as well. But I forgot to tell you one thing before about ripus. The trophy size. The trophy size for ripus is 1.2 kilos and the blue tag is 1.7 kilos. So the 800 gram ripus we had is very close to the trophy size actually. And that is a good sign. This means from this spot you can probably get the trophy ripus. And our bottom rig has been taken once again. Let's see what is on here. Another tiny whitefish. Yeah, this bottom thing is not doing great. And oddly enough, just as I've said that, I have a fish on the bottom rig, and this fish seems a pretty decent one, and it's a vendace, so 236 grams. Not too bad, because 500 grams is the trophy size, so that fish was half the trophy size pretty much. And this is another vendace right away. That's pretty cool. Almost the same size as well. And also rod number 3 is delivering, and this is the best fish out of all of these 3. This is a ladoga whitefish, and it's over a kilo, which means we are making a lot of money. Thanks to that fish, we can probably retire soon. This is definitely the biggest fish I've caught so far on the bottom rig, so I really hope it is actually a trophy already. That would be awesome, but I don't think it is, because this is another whitefish, and it's a big one. 1.2 kilo ladoga whitefish. We also got some bottom fishing percentage, which is always very welcome. Well, this is a new species for me. This is the first smelt I've ever caught on the account. It is very tiny though. It's like 1/5 or 1/6 of a trophy size, so nothing spectacular, but another species ticked off. The keep net is looking very healthy. We take this. I'm switching my bait from mayfly to this thing on the bottom rig, and let's see if we can catch actually something on it. I've never caught a single fish with this bait, so maybe it's the first time now. What is that fish? Is that a vendace? That is huge. Okay, that can't be a vendace. Yeah, it's ripus. 1 kilo. So 200 grams of the trophy size. This is such an awesome fish. 1 kilo ripus. So cool to see. Okay, I turned my head away for a second and I had something huge on the hook. This seems like another ripus, and a huge one. Is this also like a kilo or so? Another 1 kilo ripus, pretty much back to back. That is crazy. It is time to make some sweet cream paper. I filled in a vendace cafe order for 43 silver and sold rest of the keep net for 280 silver, which means we made 323 silver in just hour and a half of fishing. Not too bad if you ask me. Since I'm running pretty low on mayfly larva, I'm just gonna buy a punch. You know, I thought I was done with Belaya and with job. Now I come to Ladoga and get job. I don't like this. I'm not a fan of this. It's like the game is mocking me. At least the scenery is awesome. I love the scenery in this game. I finally had a fish on the bottom rig. I really need to switch it out. Maybe I'm gonna use my whip. Let's see. I have to say that this spot is extremely active, but the best time to fish here is early in the morning or in the evenings, but during the daytime or in the middle of the night, the bite rate is not that crazy. Hey, float fishing percentage. And let's go and sell our fish once again. The total time of fishing was 54 minutes. I missed a lot of bites and I was pretty AFK, but still, in these 54 minutes, we managed to make 123 silver, which is not too bad considering this was not the first hour, but actually the second hour on the same spot. You might be thinking to yourself right now, Norling, what are you doing? Why are you buying boilies? Well, I found a very fun spot and it gives off easy Gibble carp trophies. All you need are some caramel boilies and white chocolate dip. So let's go and have some fun. So this is the gear setup I will be using. I will use my Fortuna carp rods. These will be totally fine fine for catching some gibel carp. If you want, you can use beginner feeder sets or whatever you have. It doesn't really matter. It's gibel carp. The spot I will be fishing at is at 43.70. I will use clip size 8 or 10, hook size 1 for the bait, caramel boilies and white chocolate dip. Let's set up our 3 rods and oh actually wait, I have a fish on the first rod already. Actually, this seems like a decent fish. Imagine if the first fish we catch is a trophy. How lucky would that be? Let's see, is this even a gibel carp first of all? Yeah, it's a gibel carp and it's a trophy. I bet you guys it's a trophy. It has to be a trophy. Look at this beast. It's a slab. 2.2 kilos. It's a trophy. First fish at the spot is a trophy fish. What? This is so lucky. Okay, let's see if we can get actually some more trophies over here. This is such a good dopamine rush. I don't know where this fish is trying to go, but it's just between the rocks and it's stuck. I think I will have it in a second though. Yeah, this is not a trophy, but still a big one. 1.8 kilos, 1.9 kilos is the trophy size. So this is like 80 grams off the trophy. Oh, that is unlucky. The fish is stuck between the rocks. I don't know how. No, it broke me off. Did literally the rocks just break me off? I didn't even know that would be possible. Well, let's get a new leader and a new hook and get a trophy. Yeah, as I said, get a new trophy. There is your trophy, guys. Another 2 kilo gibel carp. 2 trophies so far. And it's been like 10 minutes. I love this spot. 75 silver in half an hour. Not too bad. And 2 new trophies to the collection. Too bad Ladoga Lake does not have gibel carp in the trophy log, but it doesn't matter because still we got 2 awesome trophies. And also now our total number of trophies ever caught has grown by 2. I wanted to tell you guys about something I figured out here while fishing with my Bolognese rods. I realized if I lock my reel and then pick up the rod while the fish is nibbling on my bait, I can scare the fish away pretty easily. To avoid that, I do not lock my reel, and if the fish starts nibbling on my bait, my line will go even more slack than it was before, so I can see a clear indication when there is a fish on the hook and I can actually snag it. I do not have to take the rod in my hands before, only once I see that the line is going more slack than it was before. Hey, a float fishing percentage once again. Only 3% to go until 50. Seagulls just screeching over my head. It's funny to look how they fly. It's like they're flying in slow motion. It's just so odd to see that some of the things in this game are just absolutely perfect, like the scenery, and then you have the seagulls who are walking on the water and flying in slow motion. But I'm not complaining. It's fun to discover these things. And we also have a very nice fish on the hook right now. Let's see what this is. It's a 500 gram Loga whitefish. Seems like we're gonna have another fish on the hook in a second. Let's see if this is also going to be a whitefish. Probably is because it's fighting fairly hard. Yeah, it is another whitefish. I think whitefish mostly bite here during the evening and also the morning time, as I said earlier. Throwback to Winding Rivulet. This is a bleak. I did not expect to catch one of these over here. Anyways, let's sell some slimy fellas. I filled in a Ripus cafe order for 21 silver and sold the rest of the keep net for 206 silver, which means in total we made 220 silver in 1 hour and 20 minutes. The fishing store is called Kalastus. That is pretty cool. And why I said that is pretty cool is because in Estonian, kalastus means fishing, and they have a fishing store here named like this. I like that. Let's see if this hour will be a bit better and I miss less fish. This means I can make more money. I just want to see how many fish I can catch here within like 60 minutes and how much money I can make. Because currently I have bites every like 5 seconds, but I miss a lot of fish just like right now. I really need to do something about that. I just need to be more proactive, I think. I just need to be like super focused in the game and really think about the best strategy, how to snag every single fish that is trying to, you know, steal my bait. These pesky thieves. Okay, we have a serious contestant right now on the whip. And this is definitely my biggest fish I've caught from this spot so far. It is a 1.6 kilo vuoksa whitefish. We also got some float fishing percentage, which is always very welcome. But still, 1.6 kilo fish on the whip. And we got a very nice vendace of 111 grams. Time to make some money once again. You will see that the fishing time over here was like hour and a half. But I was AFK at one point and yeah. I said I will try to catch as many fish as possible, but it was hard to keep up with all of these fish. But I think this inventory is worth a lot of money. We got a lot of very nice fish. Yeah, 342 silver. That is awesome. I just came here to get some more dopamine. I'm sorry. I just needed to catch a trophy. I haven't had one in such a long time. And also some easy bottom fishing percentage as it seems with this 2.1 kilo gibel carp. I love this spot. Easy 92 silver. This better be a good fish because I lost 2 other fish on the Bolognese rods just to catch this one. It seems like a fairly nice ripus though, 600 grams, so I guess it was worth it unless the other rods had a trophy fish on. I keep catching a lot of these around 200 gram vendaces. I think this is also, yeah, 260 grams, but nothing close to like 400 or 500 grams. I really wonder when will I get like a big vendace that will get my blood pumping, you know, if that's even possible with the vendace. But I really want to see some nice vendace soon. Otherwise, I think I will move spots. At one point, I was fishing here with mayfly and stonefly larva, but I've switched to just mayfly larva. Actually, that was a nice vendace, 320 grams. I should complain a bit more. So, you know, that always delivers. And a nice ripus as well. I've been fishing with just mayfly because stonefly was just too slow. I think I'll do this hour with mayfly only, and then the next hour I will do with stonefly larva only, and I can do some comparison then, which is actually better at this spot. Easy percentage. What do I even unlock at 50%? A slider rig. I wonder if that's any good or if it's not good at all. I just want 80% for the sandwich bait. That would be so good. Catching these fish on this light setup is so awesome. Another kilo fish, I think, but it fights so well. 990 grams, almost a kilo. It has finally happened. Not me catching the trophy, but me not recording catching the trophy. I was scared of this day, and this day is today. I am so sorry. But anyways, we caught our first Ladoga Lake trophy. It's a vendace, 514 grams, which means we are free to go from this lake. But I think I want to fish here for like 10 more minutes and then sell the whole inventory. Maybe I can actually get a different vendace trophy and I can show you how I reeled that in. Yeah, it put up a good fight. I was fighting with the vendace trophy for like 20 minutes straight. I really thought it was gonna break my reel, my rod, my everything. But thankfully at the end of the day, I managed to get it in. That is one big smelt, 94 grams, just like 26 grams off the trophy size. Please be a trophy vendace. I want to show it to the people. And no, 27 grams off the trophy size, so close. This is the last keep net I will be selling right now on Ladoga Lake. I was here for 1 hour and made 374 silver. Yes, you heard right, 374 silver, and I also caught 94 fish, so almost 100 fish in 1 hour. That is insane. To celebrate a new trophy and mayfly larva being such a good bait, I want to buy 1,000 mayfly larva for the collection. I should still be above 10,000 silver after I buy all of these baits. And I've just realized I bought stonefly larva. I mean, still, it's 1,000 baits to the collection. I am not complaining. Let's check the collection log and see how we are doing. I am actually very happy about the vendace trophy because this is a new unique trophy, which means now we have 21 unique trophies. It's so awesome to see the vendace in this log. Take care. Bye bye.